by Merkle Media.
What, are you taking pictures or video?
Video. You gotta take the tent down because it's blowing away.
The wind is blowing, so we gotta take our signage down here. I didn't know. This is Mike Miltenberger, champion, national champion. How many years?
2017. I lost count.
Last year's grand champion.
Yeah, last year's grand champion of Maryland, and
Yeah.
I've won grand champion 4 times in Maryland.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's been pretty cool.
He's first and I'm last.
So you're gonna be here all day.
Yeah, we'll be here all day.
Yeah,
That's good.
Yeah.
That is really good. It's just
Yeah, they always like to pick on me and put me on
Yeah.
the hot seat, make me first.
Well, you know, when you're the man that is, you know.
They just want me to kind
You're
of
the-
lay down some mark stripes.
There you go. Yeah, you're the man to beat. Let him go first. Now everybody else can just go home.
First drive axle outside, first drive axle, right? One stop only, right? That whole tread has to be on the scale. The whole tread has to be on here. Railroad crossing. Okay? One stop, that's it, right? So you'll measure from the front of this line, that's your nearest rail, to the front of your unit. Both tractors have the deer guard on them. The straight truck doesn't. So we'll go with the bumper on the straight truck, the deer guard on the tractor. Okay? 15 feet to 17 feet, correct? Okay? One stop only. Again, you should be used to this. Rear axle, outside tire is close to the duct without hitting the duct. If you cross multiple score areas, you're going to go with the lowest score area. No, highest, thank you. Highest score area. All right? Do not stop on this problem. Lowest score. So the premise is you want to stay away from your road wheel. You want to score 50 on this. You don't want to get as close to it as possible. Okay? On to the next problem. Again, do not stop. Alright guys. When you pull up to that first note, you can't go past it. Once you start backing up, you are going to go forward. There's going to be a 15-point deduction every time you move forward, right? They're going to score you from the center here, out to the rear bumper, out to the rear of the unit, and that's going to be your score. Normal 18-inch scoring pad, okay? Sorry. 0. Any questions? One stop. That's it. One stop. And you want to stop the first drive axle inside the box. Okay, that's your qualifier. Cannot touch this line. You can go over it with the vehicle. You just can't touch it with any tire. Up against the unit, if you're over on the line, it's a 0. Okay? The furthest score out will count as your score.
Mike Miltenberger will be the first guy to go on the course. He's the national champion, grand national last year, and he'll be the first one to go on the course today.
You ready, Mikey? I know you are. Well, go ahead, brother. Start it up.
pre-trip section of the competition where the drivers are pre-tripping the tractor and the trailer, making sure everything is roadworthy. They check the tires, check whether there's any leaks, whether the lights are all working, whether the lights are the proper lights for the end of the trailer or the tractor, what kind of lights there should be, what there shouldn't be, what should be happening. Amber in the front, red in the back, those types of things. You're looking for all those little indicators that these drivers know what they're doing.
for all being here. Those that helped, thank you for helping. Without you helping, this doesn't happen. So big round of applause for the volunteers helping out. All of you hanging around and freezing your toes off. You know, there with toes. We thank you very much. First or last, you're all heroes in our eyes. Guys, you are all heroes because you're here. You went a year without an accident, without any kind of accident. And you know at Pitt-Ohio, in most cases, they're going to be knocked out. So, great job, all of you. That's all I had to say. Thank you. Oh, one more thing. We have a director here that shows up every year, and we all want to say happy birthday to Michael Eckert.
So real quick, just to go over some things before we start. Like Dean said, thanks to volunteers. I'm going to mention some of them. Joe Edgar and his wife Roxanne. Joe's the assistant terminal manager in Cumberland. He did all the pre-trip defects. Tim Stipchek's the director of safety. He was over there too. Mike Eckert, Jason Miller coming here on his day off to provide the facility for us. Emily Maldonado, she judged the duck problem.
Blame her.
Tony, Nora Lynn, and Anna Catuli. Jacqueline Arnold and her boyfriend. Sorry, boyfriend, I didn't get your name, but thank you for judging that problem. Problem number 6. Kim O'Donnell did the roadkill. Thanks, Kim. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And then John Guidry came up from Baltimore. He came up here on his day off too to support the drivers and help out.
Nice.
And Craig Keller, did I get that right? He judged a railroad crossing. And Nathan Wilson, he's right behind you. He looks angry all the time. Sat in the truck. He graded all the scores. So we're gonna go over the scores. Oh, and Chris, he retired.
Chris
He retired. He came out on a Saturday and cooked you guys food.
Thanks, man. Keep up the good work.
All right, so we'll go straight truck first place with the score of 309. Dan Siegford out of Cumberland.
Yeah, Dan. Let's go, baby. You get a hot shot. Yeah.
Second place, Michael Thorne, 291, Harrisburg. Third place, Timothy Playlock, Harrisburg, 226. Good job, bud. Fourth place, Chris Yannick. Fifth place, Harry Scott, out of Baltimore. First place in the 5-axle with a score of 390. Brandon Hose, Cumberland. Second place with a score of 311, Justin Morales out of Albany. Good job, man. Third place with a score of 305, Sean O'Donnell, Cherry Hill. Fourth place out of Cherry Hill with a score of 269, Jay Maldonado.
All right, yay.
Fifth place, first time. Rookie, I only know this because it's one of my terminals, and he's real nervous, pacing up and down. Ryan Morgan, Cumberland.
Yeah,
Score
right.
268. Sixth place, Jason Keiss, Harrisburg, 249. Seventh place, Doug Arnold, 243, Harrisburg. Eighth place, out of Watertown, Scott Montclair, 236. Ninth place, out of Allentown, Hector Ross. 10th, out of Baltimore, Dawn Harrington, 233. 11th, out of Albany, Stephen Wright, 206. 12th, out of Hazleton, the 188, Dante Volpe.
Wow.
Next is David Baker, Baltimore, 136. Mike Bishop, Cumberland, 134.
First time.
Rich Ozer, Cherry Hill, 132. Michael St. Singh, Baltimore, 122.
Now we right.
Thanks again, and
We will let you know early this week who's going to states. All right? Great job, everyone. Great job.
Good job, guys. Thank you.
Thanks again.